boy DMV driving in these DMV streets. Y'all know I'm in VA. Just finished listening to ESPN 980. I'm gonna turn the radio down a little bit. Just finished listening to them talk a little bit about Dak's contract, about the press conference where Jerry, tongue in cheek said that he overpaid Dak. And I'm sitting here listening to them talk about Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Just sitting here listening to them. And it is amazing. Like, for real, it's amazing how ESPN, Fox Network, it's amazing to me how trolling has really become what it is that's marketable today. Like, not actual facts, not people knowing what they're talking about, not anybody talking any technicalities with sports, not talking any X's and O's, not everything is an opinion. It's so crazy to me how these networks put these people out there, but they don't really put out people who have the ability to articulate, have the ability to really know what they're talking about and articulate it in a different way. And so really, these guys are chastising Jerry for saying he overpaid Dak or whatever, right? They're chastising him for that and just saying, why would he go out there and say that and all of this type of stuff. But they're essentially saying that Dak's not worth the money, right? But then in another breath, they're saying that the Cowboys have a chance to make a run this year with the team that they have. So it's like a big-ass contradiction. And then these guys have a nerve to say, what does that mean for Lamar Jackson? What does that mean for Josh Allen for their deals? Now, I could see them saying, maybe putting Josh Allen ahead of Dak possibly, only because of the injury. But Lamar Jackson, in the same breath, they say Lamar Jackson is, if they're his agent, they go to the Ravens and say, way that Dak Prescott's better than me as a quarterback. Like, there's no less money than that. And, the agent should do that. His ability, in fighting for Lamar's deal. I get that. But in the same breath, these guys talked about how that style is flashy for the regular season, but it doesn't win postseason game. And then they talk about how Dak's only won one postseason game. So, damn the market, right? This is how I'm listening. I'm like, damn the market. We shouldn't pay what the market is. Everything should just be based on what you do in the playoffs. If that's the case, no player, you know how many players in the league would not get any money? Why is the quarterback, if that's the case, why is the quarterback the only one that's based off of postseason? If that's how agents, or if that's how front offices should go about this, why is the quarterback position the only one? How come front offices don't have to deal with the fact that there aren't any postseason wins or whatnot? Like, why isn't there a penalty for not winning or things of that nature? Sorry, I'm backing up right now as I'm driving. Because it doesn't make sense and it's not logical. Because the way that business works is business works off of market. And if anybody knows anything, no matter what you are, no matter what you do, like, people will say they're not salesmen. Yes, you are. Business is driven off of sales. Doesn't matter what it is. If you have a resume, if you have to go on a job interview, if you got to go on a date, if you got to put up a damn Bumble profile or whatever the hell it is, everything is based on sales. It's you selling yourself. So the agent has to sell the best possible deal for his player. That's what's going to happen. There's a market. There's a market in everything that you do. If you go to McDonald's, guess what? There's a market for a Happy Meal, because there are other people that sell Happy Meals other places. They might be called kids meals. What's going on, Ori? What's going on, people who are on? There's a market for everything. And if you got the best one, if you got the best of whatever it is, you're gonna always try and one up whatever the market is slightly. If it's the best, because you want people to pay for quality. So that's what these agents have to do. They have to hold on, get a better view. So these agents have to go out there and get the best deal. What Dak got was not even crazy over the market. Guarantee wise, I think that he got the biggest guarantee contract, but what Lamar and what Josh are going to get is crazy. Now, what these guys were saying is that what Jerry should have done was Jerry should have let him go to the market and let the market reset itself. You idiots. Somebody's going to pay him $42 million. It don't matter if it's Dallas or not. He's going to get his money. That's not resetting the market. That's being a dumbass front office. Let's see if we can hear them say some more foolishness.
Sound like the bodies are dropping in
basketball.
Michigan.
Okay, so they're talking basketball right now. But it's kind of making me upset and it's not just for Dak Prescott. It's for Lamar Jackson. It's for Josh Allen. I do think those guys deserve their deals. When it's their time, they should get more than what Dak is going to get. That's the way this thing works. When it's your time, it's your time. So let me turn them up. Let's see if they're talking more trash about Dak here.
I just saw another kid. The kid who was on fire for Ohio State from deep.
Okay, so they're still talking basketball a little bit. But regardless, these guys, for the people that are tuning in now, these guys are essentially arguing Jerry Jones saying that he overpaid Dak Prescott. They were pretty much like, why would you admit that? Why would you put that out there? Why would you admit that? Yeah, exactly, Antonio. Nobody watches ESPN. And for this very reason. But they were saying, Jerry Jones, they were taking his comments literal. We all knew that they were tongue-in-cheek. We knew it was a joke. We know that it was more so of a jab at themselves for really not getting this done sooner, and that Dak really just took advantage of getting better over time. He took advantage of what's going on, Brian. So that's them pretty much saying he took advantage of just really getting better over time, and each year he got more expensive, and it got to the point where they just had to sign him. Now, ESPN, I don't know what the narrative is. I don't know. What's up, Ori? I don't know why they hate Dak Prescott so much, but they do. And the narrative is getting just drawn into the ground because I'd rather watch ESPN Deportes. That's funny. My guy Antonio, yeah, no bullshit. No bullshit. I'd rather watch ESPN Deportes too, because maybe I'll have a parlay or something of a game up or something like that, because these guys that I don't even know their names, but just by listening to those guys talk, it let me know everything that's wrong with sports talk today. They give too much platform to people that know nothing about sports at all. They don't know anything about the sport that they're covering. It should, plain and simple, it should let you know that I'm a big fan of boxing. And not to take it too far off track, but when they let Stephen A. get on and cover boxing, and they allow him to look like the buffoon that he is, and allow him, like, they're more into getting the ratings for the outrage rather than sports coverage today. And for a sports fan like myself, for a coach, I got my coach's hoodie on right now. For a guy that really, I'm really in the trenches of this stuff. I really, I just finished breaking down film of an opponent that we're going to be playing next week for my high school team. So when you listen to people who have no idea what they're talking about, and they get this type of platform, and you got guys like me, you got guys like Vach, you got guys like Foots, you got guys like Joe Rod, you got guys like Mark Holmes, you got guys like my boy E2 Blue, got guys like my man Elton, you got guys like Jay Tuck, you got guys like my man over at Star Gang, BJ Nix. You got guys like us out here who are articulating exactly what it is and telling you the truth. No cookie cutter. We're also offering opinions, but we're also prefacing those opinions with, not making it as fact. And you're watching these networks like ESPN and Fox Sports Net. And now I'm watching Shannon become a buffoon. You're watching Shannon Sharp, one of the most respected people, and I still respect Shannon Sharp, and I look up to him. But sometimes they allow him to be such a buffoon just to get ratings. Like, to me, that's kind of like slutting yourself out. These sports talk channels are slutting themselves out with the type of headlines and stuff that they got to create to try and get people on board just for me to watch for 2 minutes. If you want to get me to watch, man, put some damn good content out there that makes sense. Don't just talk about opinion. Like, don't just give opinions, man. And don't just give skewed facts. Don't just, give skewed facts. It's crazy. But at the end of the day, man, look, our quarterback got paid. Dak got paid. Lamar Jackson's going to get paid. Josh Allen's going to get paid. Aaron Rodgers is probably going to get paid again. Whoever's probably going to get paid again. Russell probably going to cry for another deal and probably get paid again. I mean, it's just the way that the market is, man. And like I said before, if you're a salesman, you understand what this is. Everything, you're selling yourself every day. Every day you're selling yourself with something. If you got a social media account and you're posting pictures, some people just post things up there just for the sake of posting things, just to sell that they're having a good life, that everything is okay. You're always selling something. So being that you're always selling something every day, each day that you get up in the morning, understand that there's a market with everything. So when Dad got paid, it was his turn, and he got right around what the market is for his position, for his level. And nobody should really be upset about it at the end of the day. We got to stop counting people's pockets. And we got to get to, okay, it's the market. Now let's talk about these X's and O's. Let's talk about not what somebody deserves. You get paid what you get paid, man. It is what it is. Let me look at some of these comments. Appreciate you, Albert. Joseph said Colin Cowherd is as bad as Stephen A. I think Colin is worse. Ready Red said Dak got that sack. Yeah, he did, man. And well deserved. Should have been. It's a long time coming. Joseph Sandberg, the networks are Billboard. When you're young, you look up to Billboard. When you grow up, you realize how dumb Billboard is. Absolutely, Joseph. Yes. My man Joseph Colon said Kyle Pitts. Hey, man, don't get me started on that. But look, Kyle Pitts, man, we got our quarterback. I'll touch on it in another video. I ain't gonna touch on it here. I'm just gonna touch on contracts. And like I brought up before, a couple of you guys really got on. Why is it that the quarterback position is the only position based on playoff wins and losses? Why is that? How come when DeMarcus Lawrence was up for his deal, or when Zeke was up for their deal, playoff wins and losses didn't come up? Both of those guys got market deals. Zeke's market was the highest for a running back. Why were playoff wins not brought up then? He had the same playoff wins that Dak had. As a matter of fact, why wasn't it brought up? Because everybody was saying pay Zeke. And I'm on board. I say that too. And I still think he deserves his deal. I still think Zeke is one of the top running backs in this league. I didn't give up on Zeke. A lot of people have given up on Zeke. But why isn't it brought up that without Dak, his record as a starter is worse than Dak's is without him? But y'all said Zeke should be the number one paid at his position. Y'all shit on Dak then. And you continue to shit on Dak. Why is that? Why do y'all just hate on this young man? I don't get it. I don't get it. But it is what it is. I'm just going to say have that same energy when Josh Allen up for it. You're going to hear Lamar shouldn't get paid like a quarterback because he's a runner. He's more like a running back. So they're going to try and say they should set the market to where he should get. In my position, and what I'm looking at, Lamar is a quarterback. He's a dual threat. He's a guy that can do both. He racks up a whole bunch of yards. He just plays the position differently. And when you have a different type of skill set, you got to play to that skill set, and that's what it is. But you watch what I tell you. You watch the narrative when Lamar's up for this deal, and they're at an impasse. But when Josh Allen is up for this deal, Josh Allen will pull down and run just as much as these guys. He will pull down and run just as much as these guys. And you watch how they say Buffalo should pay him. Even though Lamar and Josh Allen are at the same level. They're at the same level. You watch what I tell you. They're at the same tier, in my opinion. Do I think Josh Allen is more of a polished passer? At this moment, yeah. You know, he got a little better. They gave him a weapon. They gave him Stephon Diggs, who I love Stephon Diggs. Nobody's going to argue that Lamar Jackson should have a Stephon Diggs or that type of target. He's going to be judged. He's going to be judged by not having, and Josh Allen is going to be judged because he has the weapon. But if Lamar Jackson had that weapon, it'd be that weapon's reason why he's successful. Just like Dak is only successful because Amari Cooper came over and that receiving core. And they're still saying, those ESPN jerks that I just finished listening to were saying that Dak had a better chance than anybody because of that elite offensive line and the weapons that he has on the outside, and Zeke. Those same elite weapons and those same guys that couldn't hit the backside of a barn when it came to winning without Dak. Just keep that in mind, guys. But it is what it is, man. Look, I'm just here to speak truth. I'm about to go in. I'm about to go knock out this workout real fast. I just wanted to do a live real fast, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm probably going to do a couple more lives. You know, really, whenever I hear any foolishness out here, you know, and I'm just going to set it straight as I can on my platform. I'm not as big as the ESPN, but, you know, what I can do is I can speak my voice, and I can speak it the only way that I know how to do it, and that's keeping it real. But yeah, Albert, yeah, man, it's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day. If y'all can, man, y'all get out. If y'all got families, if you don't got a family, get out and walk, man. It's beautiful out here. Enjoy this beautiful weather. If you're in a beautiful weather place, in the DMV, it is beautiful out here. So get outside and enjoy this. You know, don't sit in front of a TV screen or a computer screen or twiddling your thumbs with your phone or, you know, Netflix. Get outside. It's beautiful out here. Yeah, Joseph. Dak is the perfect example on how you're supposed to raise your children. Mentioned his faith in God during his press conference. Not easy. During cancel culture, absolutely. Dak is great. You know what I'm saying? If my son was a professional athlete, I want him to be exactly how Dak does it, how Dak handles things, how Dak doesn't allow the noise to really stop him from doing what he's doing. He never really does anything negative. I mean, you know, a couple of things like buying dildos and stuff like that. But to me, that's funny, you know. That's him showing that he's human. And, you know, it is what it is, man. But look, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And, you know, show some love to all of my YouTube brothers that I explained earlier, because these are the people that are really going to give it to you how it is. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. All right, y'all. Peace.